Greetings. Sorry, one moment.
Camera's being a bit fussy. There we go.
Oh, hello. Hey, everyone.
Hi. It's the cloaking device. Hey, everybody. Hello. It's me, ya boy, Dr. Terrawat, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius. Today, we're playing ourselves some more of The Outer Worlds in the lab. Pat, pat, pat. Yeah. Hello. Hey, we got Tease, we got Rustane, we got Karen the Volcano Shark, we got Quad, Mr. Classic Magic, Rust is here, Phoenix is here, Optimal Duo, hello! That building Gunpla being thirsty. Yes, my thirst is impressive. Hello! Now Neri's here, hello! So good to see you! Woo! Yes, I did see earlier, Phoenix, you were saying you're doing all right, no physical or mental pain, so shrug. And while being free of physical and mental pain may seem like a small hurdle for a lot of people that don't deal with that on a regular basis, for people that do sort of live with those disabilities, like, that's a big important thing. So, like, good for you, man. Even if it's not a regular thing for you, like, having a day without being already in the negative, I think is pretty dope. Fucking thumbs up, my man. Oh, and there's an MB with the sweet cabbage son. Ooh, hello. It's all good to see you all. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. So when last we left off, we had found out that there's like a mysterious stranger here who's asking us to leave, and who has said that, like, of all the things that are going on, that the marauders were born here and that they will stay here and whatnot. But it's like, but there's marauders on other planets, so how are these marauders, these crazy, insane people, getting around? And then Parvati said that, like, some people that she knew personally turned into marauders, and it was really hard on everyone when that happened. How is that happening? My theory is this is very much a Miranda situation from Firefly, aka Serenity, the movie, that these people got their hands on some of this adrenatime that was intended for fucking canids, the, like, raptor dogs of these planets, and that, you know, they started taking it, that they went insane. Slowly over time, they just got addicted, went crazy, and that was it. And that, like, even regular adrenatime might be causing this in people. So we gotta figure this out. Also, best cabbage. Yes. No, don't eat the cabbage, son. Cabbage son's good. Never trust the fruity oat bars. Yeah. Alright, so whose room was this? This is, like, off to the side here. I did not notice this previously. Ooh. More corporate commanders got fucking iced. And then there's some stairs that go up. Okay, cool. Damn, son. And yeah, this was the room that we were in with the meeting minutes. And we didn't find anything else here. So before we take the stairs that go uppity up, let's see whose computer this is. H. Harrell. Secretary to Mr. Goodfellow. Okay, so this is the big bad guy's secretary. Spatial choice property, transcription archives, and memos. Memo 0312. Herbie, take a memo. Actually, hang on. Let me get a cigarette. All right, take a memo. I want to personally walk down to HIA and wrap my hands around the necks of every single low forsaken excuse of a researcher whose indenturement contracts were stupid enough that we were stupid enough to sign. Who signed those anyways? Were we drunk at the time? Were we hiring researchers who can't deliver the test results that we want? Am I crazy? Is this an unreasonable expectation? Is supply and demand a foreign concept to these people? When I request a 0G brew, I expect a moderately cold glass of something reasonably alcoholic in my hand, slapped with a Spacer's Choice brand. When I request test results, I expect to see significantly proven, scientifically, medically verified evidence that Adrenatime is a miracle drug. I didn't ask for a long list of dangerous side effects, I asked for adjectives. I can't turn high rate of violent confusion into marketing copy, Herbie. What in law's name am I supposed to do with the side effects include paranoia and suicide? HIA just screwed us with our pants on. The cerebral committee's losing their collective mind. Now I need to pat them all on the shoulder and wipe away their sad little tears and tell them everything's gonna be all right. Why are you still typing? Don't put that down. I was just rambling. Am I taking crazy pills right now? So funny. But yeah, they were like, let's do Adrenatime. Let's see what's up. And they're like, yeah, it definitely makes you work longer hours and work harder for sure, but it also makes you crazy. It also turns you into a crazy person, and that's bad. So, you know, that's bad. There we go. I'll just plot myself in there in case somebody needs to get a hold of me. Planning to ship Halo Infinite fall 2021. The game will now include updated art, content, and more. Oh, cool. But yeah, the side effects of taking Adrenatime, which makes you like more alert and work harder and sleep less, was obviously all of the side effects of not getting enough sleep and working too hard, which are like paranoia, violence, suicide, fucking hallucinations, like the whole bag. The whole fucking bag. Yeah, when facts don't agree with your desire, alter facts. Works every time. And that's basically what he's doing, is he's just like, I expect you, when I want you to give me a wonder drug, you give me a wonder drug. You don't give me reality. Memo 0313. Herbie, take a memo. I'm getting real sick of Clarence Mostly. Remind me again why we brought him on this project. He's not part of Spacer's Choice family. He's never been a part of the Spacer's Choice family. The Mostleys, what do they do again? Oh yeah, they peddle furniture. I'm a manager at Halcyon's most recognizable brand name in affordable goods and services. I don't need management advice from some guy whose family designed my footstools. Actuaries should stick to actual work. Don't go advising me to turn the screw on Jasper Lowe and those lab coats at the chem. I don't know. I know what I'm doing. Hang on. I need a cigarette. All right, where was I? Oh, yeah. Take a memo. We need to turn the screw on Jasper Lowe and those lab coats at the chem. I don't need someone telling me how to do my job and just fucking turn the screw on those guys. What was I doing? Oh yeah, turning the screws on those guys. I want you to draft up an official order. Tell Chem, hang on, let me think. Yeah, tell Chem they need to fire 1 in 10 researchers, and that we're slashing their deadlines in half. It's a Roman solution. We could learn a lot from them, the Romans. They're pretty much involved. They pretty much invented discipline. Good God. And yeah, we saw those extremely wordy, extremely pompous things from Mr. Mostly, and because he's from Byzantium, the like upper class people over in this system, telling them all how to live, and telling him basically that it's not HIA's fault that the research isn't coming in, that it's, you know, bad chemicals. It's not the researchers and scientists, it's bad chemicals at the end of the day. Yeah, their empire ended in fire. Like, so Hack 45, let's get this last memo. For foop's sake, all our quarterly reports, all of them, gone. Hard copies, terminal data, it's all gone. What kind of a sick, degenerate mind destroys quarterly reports? We've got a surprise audit scheduled. Surprise scheduled. What am I supposed to do to show the auditors? I need to send a message down to the receptionist. No auditors allowed, and I need to talk to the committee immediately. Why are you typing, Herbie? I didn't ask you to take a fucking memo. Delete this. Hey, are you listening? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. All of this is going bad. All of it's going bad, baby. All right, we unlocked this elevator, but where do the stairs go? Does it go down? Check the map. Yes, it does. I think this elevator goes down to the first floor. Yes, it does. It's a shortcut. Shortcut elevator. God, that music was haunting and slow and haunting. All right. And here we are back at the first floor. So that's the receptionist area. Okay. Yikes. Okay. So that's good that, like, that doesn't go up and offer me the opportunity to miss, like, this additional data that we saw here. And I'm glad that they're kind of repeating themselves a little bit on some of this stuff, because it means that I have more of an opportunity to catch information that I may have missed otherwise. There's a Marauder crack shot, and this goes into this area where I fought people, so that's cool. Beep bop boop bop boop bloop boop bow.
Oh, Captain, we're in a proper mystery now.
Yeah, and now that someone's telling us not to go digging, I kind of want to go digging.
Yep. Here we go. OCI, upper exterior. Yeah, the people who did, like, the Obsidian did a fucking great job on this. So good. Oh my god.
We're looking for a comms tower, right? Ought to be one of the tallest things around. It's gonna get a signal past these canyons. Incoming! Nice, Captain! Woohoo! Nice work!
So there's a question. Pew. So it's 5 heavy ammunition per missile.
I sure hope that spooky person on the screen ain't waiting for us. I'm about ready to jump out of my skin as it is.
I'm hoping this leads us to someone we can talk with face to face. Or punch, if it comes to that.
Goddamn right. All right, so we came out the upper level exterior. Now there's a couple places we could go here. Dialogue between dead men and the electric fling. The ones who got oh yeah, there's like the ones who walk away from Gorgon. And electric fling and the electric fling. So there's a lot of stuff still kind of kicking around here. But, like, I don't have access to, like, the chem lab lower exterior. I don't have access to that. But I might have access to this. So let's go have ourselves a little gander at what's 51 or so meters into this wall here. Wipe your feet. Yeah, there it is.
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrena time. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrena time will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Improve the poor. All right. Now, the next two are going to be there and there. The HIA facility and the chem lab lower exterior I don't have access to. But the ones who walk away from Gorgon and dialogue between dead men. I'm going to go see if we can check that out. Galvanized canid stuff. Oh yeah, there's like electric canid out here now. And like freezy dudes. Some other bullshit. Oh yeah, there's like dialogue between dead men. Definitely goes kind of all over the place. But the one I'm after is the one that is relatively close to my current position. Oh. Is that that space that's up there again? Yeah. And again, it was like, this is that barred door and the tube that goes up there, but how does one get up there? Because we've tried this before, right? Like we've hopped up on this tube. And it just, eventually we just fall through it. It doesn't allow us to go up there because it's just a placeholder for some things. Let's try going around the other way. See if we can go around the other way. Yeah, the tube, we just fall through the tube. The tube stops being a physical object after a short amount of time, which is unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. Aha. Alright, so there is like a little path into the mountains here. Alright, and it goes up, dip, 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 zip. Pew. Pew. There we go. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of mines up here. A lot of electric ones. If I just run past them, I'll be fine.
We're welcome here, Captain.
Yep.
Is it weird that all these traps just make me want to see what they're hiding?
When does man become a marauder? People talk about them as if they've transformed, like they've mutated. I see it in the aetherwave broadcasts, read it in the papers. But beneath their masks, they're only people. Dangerous people with a terrible illness, but people still. When we call a man a marauder, have we given up on him? How do we know when he's become one? How can you decide to give up on someone? Have I given up on Harvey? Who does this suffering serve, I wonder? Spacer's choice?
That's Dr. Ambrose. Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Like, she's the head researcher and the person who brought us here. It's her daughter that told us to come here looking for answers.
We call them marauders, like they have some kind of group identity. They don't. The name was coined in Edgewater, I think. One of the towns first hit by the Adrenatime crisis. A lonely Spacer's Choice outpost on the edge of a barren sea. A prime place for the company to test a disastrous new product. When the town started fraying at the edges, hardly anyone else in the colony noticed. Just like Lucian planned. I read the reports. Every missing person. Every unexpected death. A town already teetering on the edge, and Adrenatime shoved it off a cliff.
Damn, son.
Is this one of those research outposts we're looking for? Wow. Get a load of this view.
There's another terminal clue and another thing and some more food. Oh, and there's like a sprat being suspended in gravity. Before we check out the juice, let's kind of poke around a little bit here. Uh-huh. 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 Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically canceled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled on in felt tip on the comic spine is the word "speak." In the inaugural issue, newly minted hero Archibald Excelsior is dispatched to the cloud cities of Olympus to put down a plague of ravenous Menti-men, intent on taking the cities for their own. Menti Mastermind pits his second-in-command, renowned Spindle Knight Sysak Sassafras, against Excelsior in a hand-to-claw combat. Just when Excelsior appears to have bested his insectile foe with the help of his handy PET, his eye is caught by Isabella, femme fatale, Menti Mastermind's dancing queen. Will our mustachioed hero survive his brush with the Spindle Knight and with love? Maurice, I have made my peace with the chemical waste pit. It is where I belong, I think, with the refuse and the dregs. The surface is distant to me, as distant as the cold stars, as distant as you are, and the rest of them. How do you fare, Maurice, upon your vaunted perch? When the shadow of the manufactory crown falls on you in your fine telescope, do you think of me down here in the dark? Do any of you? My isolation has borne fruit. Propane, butane, ethane, these wild gases visit me in my dreams. They shift and morph, compress and expand. Gas now, then liquid, then gas again. They've whispered to me the trick of their metamorphosis, and I have bottled it as they taught me. Come down to the shadow of the manufactory, Maurice, down to the ravine, and they will teach you their trick too. Let us at last complete the package that I might finally ascend. All glory to the PET, Eustace. Well, Eustace went fucking crazy. Find the clue at the HIA's maintenance entrance. Chem lab upper exterior. Yeah, the next is the maintenance entrance to the HIA, as well as the last one, which is way the fuck over there. Let's fast travel to the HIA facility and see if we can get to the maintenance entrance. Gentlemen.
Down they go. Who's ready for more?
Like, we've been here. I guess it just, like, respawned a lot of the stuff. Yeah, because I, like, went down and then shut off the reactor at that end, so... Man, I've been in here. Marauder crack shot. I didn't get everything, though. Mind you, all the stuff I miss is constant. There we go. Do. Hup. Hep. Hit. Anything up here? No. Nothing. Beans. Alright, round the back. Because we still can't get in through the front door, right? This is still locked. Yeah, we need the HIA passkey in order to get in there. And it is sealed up. I like how the sounds of sprats cooing, you can actually hear them back here. And it's what, like, kind of brings you to the maintenance entrance. You're just like, oh, there's a back door. That's cool. Like, this is still sealed. Fast travel location, HIA facility rear exterior. Beep, bop, boop, hup, boop, hup. Birdie's research site, point of interest. Interesting. Interesting.
much you want to bet she marked up her comic with sticky notes?
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's grab all this stuff first before we start reading research bits. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Birdie. Law damn it, Birdie. What did I tell you about pestering Maurice? He's not interested. If you scare him off the project, you're gone. I don't care if you're my kid sister. We need his research. We don't need you. Got it? Good. I took a look at the preliminary schedule you sent over. You got all the tasks tracked, but the timing is off. For one thing, you have me finishing the metal casings fabrication after the package is supposed to be complete. Find me at my workstation in the mines under the OCI when you get off shift. I'll go over the rest of my criticisms in person. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Gil. P.S. How long do we have to keep saying that? It's ridiculous. Yeah. The comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically canceled after its brief 4-issue run, scribbled in felt tip in the comic spine of the words, "and." After pacifying the canid threat, rejuvenated hero Archibald Excelsior is deployed to the subterranean metropolis of Hephaestus to quell the rise of super-villainous a cappella band, the Sprat Pack, when a new foe arrives to stop him. Buff Hardman, acquisitions agent of Super Dark Reclamation, will stop at nothing to acquire Hephaestus's mining productive corporate enclave for his shadowy shipping concern. When Excelsior interferes with Hardman's plans to mind control the Sprat Pack, Hardman turns his dastardly mind control rays on Excelsior. Will our mustachioed hero free his mind from Hardman's power with his newly healed heart intact? As everyone knows, comics are a myth. How is this possible? Everyone knows the color blue is a myth and doesn't exist. There doesn't appear to be any, like, sort of controls or other mechanisms here that I could use to sort of open the door in the maintenance hatch, so we'll have to leave this place for now. And continue on! Thanks, Teagues. I'm told I got a face for radio, too. Now I just gotta get down and run about. Cool. What do we got? What do we got in here? Anything? No. Nothing. Hip. You know what? I could jump that, but I feel like I would just hurt myself. Is there, like, rocks I can hit on the way down that will stop me from dying? Let's save. And then resume. Resume. Hup. Sweet. I survived. Yeah. Shortcut achieved. Fools. Marauder crackshot. Crackshot this. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. I'm just like, is there anyone else out here? And there's, in fact, a guy. He's right next to you. Picture CV gets hired for podcast and radio ads. Well, I mean, I've done voice work before, but a lot of people aren't terribly interested in hiring for that, so I was like, whatever. Alright. Am I on the right road? I am. I just gotta basically stay on this path, keep hanging left, and eventually we'll get there. And then we'll have the last password, which will get us into, like, the cool building where there's apparently another science weapon. And I'm very curious about. Boop. Pew.
Like true professionals.
Hell yeah, dude. And a face for radio. Yeah. Oh man. So this is the mining place that they had. This is the direction down to the mining facilities and whatnot. And is this all gold? Ooh, my word. I mean, even though gold has like no use for me in this world, I'm still just like, Hey, little guy. Abandoned mines. Oh, that's not good.
Anyone else feel like the walls are almost leaning in?
Right behind you, Captain. Promise.
Oh, you people. I mean, I thought the worst I was going to see was frosty mantisaurs in here, but appears that even their corpses litter this place, so they might not be the worst thing in here. Cause for concern might be present.
Got the drop on us. Come on! That didn't work.
Clickety click.
Nice one! That's the last of them.
Alright, so the thing we're looking for is in this direction. I think it's just around behind these rocks. Bonk. Down he goes. Given Parvati, that new upgraded gun has been working out real well for her, so really happy about that. Point of interest, Virgil's researching site. Bunch of dead marauders.
Well, this has got to be one of those research sites we're looking for. It's sort of lonesome, isn't it?
And now, the exhilarating adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Attack of the Crystal Canids, issue 2 of 4. The word friend. After his run-in with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal canids escapes from the laboratory of an evil, unemployed scientist. I think like the unemployed is like the biggest fear of all these people. As the canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. The king connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty PET, and our hero is forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the king's jaws and heal his wounded heart? Virgil, making progress on the grav plating for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 hours out of every 24. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple of minutes to keep tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufactory dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. Be ashamed to compromise the package with a misplaced zero, right? By the way, I checked on Eustace. The fumes aren't doing him any favors. We ought to get him out of there as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Maurice. P.S. You got to tell Bertie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damn can of Saltuna fillets, I'm gonna hurl. Tell your sister to quit bothering me. If blue was a true color, the ancient Greeks would have mentioned it, but did they? No. Odysseus was sailing on a bronze-colored sea. No one likes salt tuna. No! Nobody does. It's gross. It's gross. Bleh. Ew. Yug. Alright, so now they're telling me to go, like, back to that location. So if I fast travel there, I think the path up is, like, in around this area. We'll do that, but I want to finish checking this place out first. There are a lot of dead mantisaurs. Living sprats, mind you.
Maybe next time I stay on the ship.
Yep. Ah.
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, 'cause they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders. Must have followed me from OCI. Time to make tracks while the mats are busy. I'm shedding some extra weight. It's yours if you find it, whoever you are. You need it more than I do now.
Take your best shot, asshole. Can't get past that armor.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
Like, that was a full clip. It did almost nothing. Damn.
Nice one.
Achievement unlocked. Patient N.
You're hurt. Everyone all right?
Ah. Oh, I'm blind. So my missiles I was firing weren't working. Damn, son. Mega Ice Queen. Very cool. What's this? Light machine gun Mark III. Okay, not nothing terribly special. Oh, there's a miner. And it's just a skull. Coolant distributor. Coolant distributor, huh? Oh! So it's a grenade launcher. It's not a science weapon, but it is a grenade launcher that uses cold damage. Very curious. Oh. And creates like a little cold thing that doesn't seem to affect me. Nope. I mean the damage affects me, but the cold itself doesn't seem to do anything to me, which is cool. Interesting. Interesting. Very curious. Weapon's not making any noise either. Is it a silent gun? Some engineers have suggested that modifying a weapon for use as an engine maintenance tool is a bad idea. Some engineers lack imagination. It is a heavy weapon that gives the chilled thing. Yeah, like it's entirely silent when it's working. All right, so let's. Okay, so we've looped through this whole area and we've looked at all this stuff. Let's head back here to OCI. You guys are the worst. Fucking puns. All right, so the entrance to the upper area is gonna be along here somewhere. I think that might be it. Right there. Bingo. Hip. All right, so enter true fan passphrase. Speak friend and enter. Passphrase accepted. Yep. That's a reference to Lord of the Rings. One final task awaits thee, fair traveler. You must complete a test to prove your bona fides. But worry not, it should be simple for a true fan of Archibald Excelsior. The Plague of the Manta Men. What was the name of the Manta mastermind second in command whom Archibald defeated in hand-to-claw combat? Sysax Sassafras, Spindle Knight of Olympus. Correct. In Attack of the Crystal Canids, what improvised weapon did the illustrious leader Archibald Excelsior use to exterminate the King Alpha? The skull of King Alpha's own mother. In issue number 3, Invasion of the Flesh-Eating Sprats, Agent Buff Hardman foiled Archibald's heroic plan to liberate the underground metropolis of Hephaestus from the Sprat Pack by doing what? Mind control ray. Yeah, tricking Archibald with his dastardly mind control ray. Also, okay. It is stretch. Melon. How's it going? Take a sip. One sip. And a posture check. Thank you. Well, the bolt of lightning from above. Yeah, he ignited his signature weapon, the PET. Here we go. I hate that I know all this. Enter as a brother or sister, Birdie. If you are now, for you are now a certified genuine super science sidekick. Congratulations. Jesus Christ.
Whatever they're hiding, it better not be a stack of comics.
Just watch. It's the PET, which is a science weapon, admittedly. It's a two-handed melee weapon. It causes bleed. This lovingly handcrafted replica energy axe bears striking resemblance to the pest extermination tool wielded by pulp legend Archibald Excelsior. With his famed PET in hand, the inimitable Excelsior exterminated a plague of Manta Men, a horde of crystal canids, a pack of super-villainous singing sprats, and a molten giant the size of a mountain, all while nursing a broken heart. Only a true fan could have crafted such an improbable weapon. Wow. I'm shit with melee stuff because I'm really low for that, but this is wild. My God. There we go. Does plasma damage. Hey guys, check it out. Block. Strike. Strike. Block. Oh, and I like all the little the notches on the middle of the handle there. You'll be fine for damage on it. It's plasma science weapon. Cool. Doesn't really matter if you're shit with melee if you have 140 science for the perk. True. Actually, I haven't been putting up my science as much. I got it to like 100 and then I stopped putting into science. So after I got +1 scientist assistant, level 0, class A. So I'm at 101 science. Yeah, crit chance and sway of science weapons are determined by the science skill. If it is higher, which would have made my science weapons all the more dangerous, but alas, I've only got it at 100. Still, 100's like a solid score for science weapons, so it still does like appreciable damage when you swing. Maybe I'll use it on some dudes. Alright, so now that that's done, we may continue with our weird, bullshit. So, the electric fling. Yeah. Make your way through, Tartarus and confront the person who runs the board's operations, Sophia Akande. Oh, that's Tartarus. The ones who walk away from Gordon, yeah. In order to access the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, you need to send overrides from the other two facilities, the Human Inquiry and Auditing and the Chem Lab. Access to the Staff Directory Transmission Tower Alpha to find someone who can help you breach those facilities. Transmission Tower Alpha. And then the Electric Fling. Retrieve the phonograph from the Chem Lab storage room and from HIA observation room B. Which I can't do. So we are going to the transmission tower Alpha. And there it is, Archibald Excelsior! And there he is with his fucking ridiculous weapon in all of his 4 adventures. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, so we've been in this comms tower. I've been on this terminal. Oh, yes. Locate facility staff. Clarence Mosley, Byzantium, Musgrave Collection. Thank you for your diligent commitment to personal tracking and surveillance. Go to the Musgrave Collection. Is that here or is that elsewhere? To the unreliable. We have to go back to Byzantium. That's true, I can always relocate points. I could do so. I want to keep my, like, my social and my other stuff, like, super high. So I may do that. I may quickly reallocate a few points and see how I can redo my build.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself. Right before he died.
Oh. Sure, it's 500 bits. To reallocate all of our points. 320 points we've got. And also perks. Oh, and everyone else is reallocated as well. Shit. Alright, well, let's get these up to at least 50. And the tech. Get that up. There we go. Alright, so there's that. Good. And then persuasion. Because I put a lot of points into, like, stealth and like, lockpicking. So I'd love to be able to figure that out. 50, there we go. So persuasion is up. Put another 50 points into here. Bam. Then I've got 61 points to put into this. So I can get that to 50 and 50. And then I got 20 points so I can put lockpick and whatever. I'll just push lockpick to 70. Hack will remain at 50. My elite trooper armor drops them both by 5, so we'll still be able to, like, make adjustments if need to be. Well, there we go. Yeah, I got science to a higher level. I think that's cool. Accept perks. Yes. Accept. No. Base armor rating. Nah. Additional ammo stock to vendors. Plus 50 carrying capacity. XP from companion kills. Vendor prices. Base health. Damage when alone. No. Walk speed. No. Run speed. Yes. Weapon armor durability loss. I believe I put that in there. Companion crit chance. Yeah, after some unsanctioned adjustments, the workbench's slight alignment tool is much more accurate. Or sight alignment tool is much more accurate. Companion crit chance is up. We'll see what else there is. Science weapon damage up again. Yay. Plus 5 meters interactable. Companions for extra thing. Skill bonus from armor. We still have 6 points to go. This is good. Science weapon damage up again. Where were some of the things? Oh, after killing an enemy, your stuff goes down. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Revive companions at 25% health. Yeah. Yeah, area of effect and plasma damage dealt to you is reduced. We got 3 more points. Any subsequent attack made against the same target while in time dilation I don't use, though. If no companions in the party, if no companions, quiet weapon damage, vendors, dialogue, skills, but that's only if I have no one with me. Minus 50% consumable weight. Yes, that was another big thing. To, like, drop the weight of consumables. Movement penalty to accuracy. To go into announcements to sign up for the card exchange and or gift exchange if you're interested. Oh, yes. That also does remind me. Because of COVID and everything else that's going on right now, I understand that it's going to be difficult for people to see their families this holiday season, myself included. So what I would like to do is, depending on what day of the month it is, let's check my calendar. Christmas is on a Friday. Christmas Day. Christmas is on a Friday. I figured we'll have ourselves a big old stream that day. And instead of streaming and being like, yeah, this is just like, instead of having the giveaway stream be at the end of the month in exchange for megawatts, I'm going to have megawatts be exchangeable for other things, like just fun little, like, holiday Christmas things that we can show on the screen, that, like, big effects that'll play, like snows or whatever, Buddy Christ coming up and giving you the thumbs, like a Santa going by or some such. And at the end of the stream, all of the people who are with us, I'm just going to give away games to people. Not in exchange for megawatts. We're just going to have a big giveaway for people that are there. And so that way it's like, if you did have a family thing that you were doing that day, then you can still come by because it'll be in the evening. And, like, the usual 7 to 10 time slot. Maybe, like, an hour earlier. We'll see. I'll do an announcement so it doesn't, like, catch people by surprise. But yeah, we'll take everybody's names in the chat, and then I'll just give away games to people at random. I'll randomly choose a game from the list and give them away to everybody, just going down. Bam. So I think that'd be cool. Evelink, Christmas. I will wear a Christmas hat. And I think that'll be a good time for everybody. Yeah? I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be very cool. Hold on. Removes that cube. Nice. Nice. Time dilation per kill. Unlock the ability to fast travel while encumbered. I mean, I could do that. I haven't needed it yet. HP restored per kill could actually be good. Oh, that's the other one. Vendor buying prices. It was like 20% up so that they give me 20% more money for buying. Detection radius, melee damage returned as health. Movement speed. Yeah, whenever you're affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage. That actually could be useful. Oh, there it was. Extra 100 kilos carrying capacity. Bam. And there we go. And then Ellie gets, like, plus 10 to medical. Plus stuff healed by the inhaler. 25% health when fatally wounded. Oh, recover 25% health when fatally wounded. That's wicked fucking useful. Plus 50% healing from inhaler when under 20% health. Cool. Shots from Ellie's ability. Ricochet to a second nearby person. I don't really use abilities. So when a companion is down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. Yes. Yeah, plus 3 armor rating. Duration of status effects inflicted by companion abilities goes up 20%. Boom. Felix gets, like, plus to persuade, damage to cowering enemies, damage to corporate military, toss ball weapon damage. I'll give him some extra health and 20% negative faction damage. Cool. Duration stat effects inflicted by companion abilities. Cool, why not? Got it. Nyoka. Plus 10 to lie. Radius of footstep sounds, that's useful. Damage to creatures. Location discovery experience. That's not really useful. You just give you extra HP. Sneak attack damage, I don't do that. Threat generated. Less threat generated. Thank you. Melee damage, armor rating, ranged damage. There you go. Boom. Parvati. Extra engineering. Chance to extract mods in the field. Don't really use that, but like extra HP and less threat generated, please. Decrease the amount of threat this companion generates when attacking enemies. Thank you. Minus 20% automechanical damage received. That's good. 25% tactical time dilation meter. Nah. Oh yeah, healed 25% went down. And extra ranged damage. That's cool. Cool. That'll be fine for now. All right. So I've redone myself to give myself max persuasion and max science. Science. Cheese and meat and crackers and fruit. Oh, charcuterie boards. I love a good charcuterie board. Charcuterie board. Byzantium. Away.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch her through.
Captain, imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone wanted me to stay away from Gorgon, then lock the place down. Yeah.
Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it?
Could be an agent from Spacer's Choice who doesn't appreciate spies. Yeah, someone with an old grudge would be my guess.
That doesn't narrow it down by much, but I think you're onto something. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's Choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization, and layers of it.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
White chocolate galaxy bomb. Oh, man. Num 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 num. Yeah, that sounds delicious. Saw Barry Lewis make them on YouTube, and I want them. Yeah, maybe I'll get like a nice charcuterie board. Like I'll get like some cheeses and grapes and salamis and stuff, and I'll have them all arranged very nicely, and we'll just like sit around. We'll just enjoy our time here in the lab. Crimis. I think it'll be good. Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenatime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that adrenatime created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Why would Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenatime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Yeah. Yeah. Could one drug really do all of that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Reapers. She means Reapers. Reavers. Yeah, those. Sorry, I'm super sleepy. Yeah. Well, Reapers and Reavers between Mass Effect and Firefly. Like, that's typically, we go to my grandparents for dinner and then drive out to see the lights. But obviously, we can't this year. Yeah, every year I would watch It's a Wonderful Life. I think that'd be cool. I can't stream that, but maybe there's a way that we can manage it in some fashion or another. Who knows? I'm heading back out. You really, yeah. You really know your business, Minnie.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
You got it. I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing you, Minnie.
Ta!
Ta. That's cute. Yep. Where the fuck are we going? Let's hang on. Hold on the phone. Let's go to here. There it is. All right, so let's fast travel to there. We'll go from there. Yeah, so that's kind of not a thing anymore. Yeah, Hazard are getting older. Christmas is kind of a sad time for me. Well, I mean, it's a sad time for a lot of people. So like, I'm certainly not gonna blame you, and I don't think anyone else would blame you either for, you know, not having the best of times during this time of year. Hopefully, though, we can fix that up. Hopefully, we can make this better. And that's why I was like, I'm just gonna do a little Christmas stream. Help some people get better, you know? Help people smile during this time of year. Musgrave Family Collection.
Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress. I'll tell you what I've told all the other guards. Mind your boots. Our floors are not made for armor. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Canid review? Yeah, hold on. I didn't agree to anything.
Then you should have told me that before I greeted you. Defaulting on a verbal agreement is a punishable offense. Now then, how can I help you?
Jesus Christ, these people. I'm looking for Clarence Mosley.
Mr. Mosley is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his Canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
I'm gonna kill a lot of people in here. What's with all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency.
This kind of thing's pretty common. Bijou's used to do a prison-themed night. Served fish sticks with tartarus sauce.
Oh yeah. Prison-themed night was the best. Plus, they gave away limited edition designer handcuffs. The Musgrave Family Collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
You said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
I thought you were into breaking rules.
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you.
Yeah, fucking rich people.
But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Stolen?
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Excuse me. taking your pocket watch. Well, let's...
Just
Look at all these
between the
top
two of
hats.
us, I hope this doesn't become a tradition. Not looking forward to the next annual.
It's a dog show.
Not looking forward to the canids. Odious things. I don't know why you let them prance around the city.
Oh, just hear me out.
Hi. 1 second.
I'm
Guys, come
going.
in here. Thank you.
Be right there.
Okay. Hello. I'm here to kill you.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
Excuse me?
Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Are you Clarence Mosley?
What gave me away? Wait, don't tell me. You've read my monograph, Putting the Us in Calculus, or How to Use Mathematics to Find Your Statistically Significant Other. I'm afraid I don't really do autographs, but yes, I am Clarence Mosley.
I'm gonna kill this guy at the end of the day. I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member of Project Gorgon. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's follow the intelligence thing. That name sounds familiar. Mostly fine furniture company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know.
Mostly
Well,
oak.
no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, you're the last known staff member in Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph.
No.
It's true. I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed.
Well, the rocket
Listen,
launcher I have says it's not.
I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Yeah, the manufacturer's on emergency lockdown. I need you to lift it. You're a bit late. Yeah, Intimidate 45. Do you want to keep living in the moment? Show me how to lift the emergency lockdown.
I was wondering if you were the sort of person to accept sensible advice or respond with threats of violence. Thank you for resolving that ambiguity for me. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
I'm gonna kill you? Like, I thought we were... Yeah. I was hired to find a journal. I'm just trying to do my job. Something horrible happened on Gorgon. I'm just trying to uncover the truth. Project Gorgon created the Marauders. You can't just walk away from that. He doesn't really give a shit about anything but himself, so let's play to that. How's this for a reason? I'm really heavily armed.
Right, of course. Thank you for reminding me. Point well taken.
Yeah.
I want a favor from you.
Rocket launcher.
Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust.
It's not mutual trust. I have a
A
rocket
grand
launcher.
prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
What's so important about this trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
His rocket launcher is so heavy, I could really unload some ammo here. Doc's one of Evil 101 panels. I raised my hand without an answer. He called on me. I said, "We'll eat them." Yeah. Oh, God. 2017. I answered that, should we eat the heroes? Make sure to talk to the other Canid owners. Yeah. On second, yeah, I'll be back at the trophy, I guess.
Head into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Wait here.
Welcome. This unit has been programmed to provide a selection of marginally subversive repartee.
My kind of repartee. Let's hear it. Let's have a look. Sell. Cause I got a lot of guns on me I don't need. I gotta put a lot of these away, truth be told. Yeah, fucking level 5 lens, god damn it. Some nice clothes and nice hats, though. So I'm gonna hang on to some of these nice hats. Yeah, I'll hang on to the rest of this stuff. Thanks, bud. I'm taking your fucking watch. Interesting idea. Why not dump a ton of Adrenatime in the Byzantium water supply? Yeah. Alright.
I've heard stories of wild canids outside Byzantium, but frankly, I don't believe it. I think I would have preferred primals over canids, but there's always next year.
Are you one of the guards on patrol? I don't suppose you've any formal training in canid husbandry. I really am at my wit's end. It's my little Anubis, you see. He's listless and miserable. I simply don't know what to do about his condition.
Don't worry about it. He probably just hates you.
What an awful thing to say! Anubis is the light of my life. I practically shower him with luxury. You must understand, Anubis is a very picky eater. He dines exclusively on Terra 2 Saltuna, none of that rubbish from Monarch. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of a shortage lately. He's so miserable without his Saltuna.
Oh, look at this poor little guy. He's so tired of Saltuna. Give him a proper treat.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I doubt all this excitement is doing any favors to his digestive system. I suppose I have been spoiling him with Saltuna. He could use a change of palate. Oh, I do have some limited edition Rizzo's CCN 76 chocolate bars.
No. Are you out of your mind? No chocolate.
Really? I had no idea. I suppose I'll just treat him to some Spectrum Violet then. You've been a world of help. I'll leave a good word on your permanent record.
Yeah, look out. That's what they do just before they piss everywhere.
I've heard stories of wild canids outside Byzantium, but frankly, I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here for the Spectrum Violet.
I'm just here for the Spectrum Violet.
I'm just here for the Spectrum Violet.
My god, you people. My fucking god.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Taking all your shit. You guys suck. I discovered a workbench. Technician's key card will get me in there. Let us go see if we can find one of those.
Process invest.
Nice one! Nailed him, Captain!
Anyway.
Everyone all right?
Whap, whap, whap. Ah, this could be like a way to sneak around. Technician's key card. And there we go. Completed scheduled annual sanitation and repair Musgrave family vault. Applied Kinda Spine scented floor wax. Or kinda pine. Mostly oak. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. Note, tampering with, altering, or otherwise disabling the moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. Delivered complimentary mint. Cool. Okay. And then so... here we are in this room full of nothing. Yeah. Let's go unlock a door with the other thing. Ah. Missed that. That's a lot of dead small canids.
That's beyond cruel, even here.
Dead canids show signs of domestication and extensive grooming. Jesus Christ. I gotta save that guy's dog. Think of the world next year. Can I have that axe for next Christmas? Yeah, sure. $2,000 bits! The most dangerous game. Brings a whole different meaning to the phrase, firing a subordinate. It's just a rifle. Made by T&L. Oh, that's funny. Because I reallocated a bunch of my points, though, my lockpick is, like, down to 87. It bums me out. That's okay. 400 bits there. Just open that. Yeah, 150 bits there. And, yeah.
You know, stealing from these assholes is its own reward.
I'll be sure to raise a glass of Rizzo's Spectrum Violet to your timely assistance.
Oh,
You don't have to be scared of these canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
You know, the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
I found dead canids in the service tunnels. Do you know anything about that?
Dead canids in the service tunnels? Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
You telling me you had nothing to do with this?
My dear friend, I would not dream of hurting a canid. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
So how'd you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Ah, well, you can have this back.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
I want to ask you something else.
What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
At the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind.
Oh, my God.
You get me that best...
Yes. Okay, here's your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Yeah, you use statistical analysis to figure out their location? Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
You talk about leaving the past behind, but you still feel responsible.
Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
So these two researchers are the only ones left?
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
Well, and also the boss's place, but it seems I've already done that. And it seems that he's already, you know, he already knows that I've done that. Because I did send out an override from the boss's terminal. Lawrence. Anyways. Yeah. Alright. I've got some questions about these researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
Okay. Are you sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
Okay. What about this Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Oh, must have been some fancy lab coats.
No, Captain. Lab coats, as in scientists.
Is your captain always this dense? How are you all still alive?
I live for risk.
Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
Uh-huh. Before I go, there's another thing.
Certainly. What's on your mind?
I had some question. Okay, whatever. That's done. Is this sealed?
This unit has no chance of success.
I've got a lot on my mind right now. Our trophy's gone missing, but I can't file an investigation because what we're doing here is technically illegal.
I found dead canids in the tunnels. Explain.
Oh, don't look so cross. Those canids were put down mercifully. Not every canid is suited to the intense competition of our review. Some few canids display flaws that cannot be redeemed. A limp, wall eye, poor coloration.
So you kill them?
Mercifully. Anyway, listen. Nature is red in tooth and claw, and so are we. Competition is practically a law of the universe. I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
So this is dog shows. This is what dog shows are. Like, if you're looking for your comparison here. Could you give me a minute? I got the strangest urge to load my gun.
Go and attend to your business then. Arguing with you is a waste of time.
Spectator, spectator.
At least the drinks are nice.
Spectator,
They even scratched off the
spectator.
warning labels, just like
Wealthy
real contraband.
citizen, wealthy citizen. Wealthy citizen. Wealthy citizen, spectator, spectator. Yeah.
How long did you say Musgrave was gone?
more?
I'll be sure to raise a glass of Rizzo's Spectrum Violet for your timely assistance.
I'm just here for the Spectrum Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for participating in our confidentiality agreement. What can I do for you?
Mm-hmm. Blech. I didn't get a tiny dog, though. Sad. Didn't get a tiny dog. If there was a way for me to rescue tiny dogs and kill those people, then I would. Well, I mean, I can kill those people, but I don't get any dogs out of it.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Oh, right. I have a terminal in my room, and I haven't been reading any of the messages. Messages for me. Error, origin not found. Oh, it's just the one. Hack 65, scan proximate relay. Boy, yeah. What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The unreliable registered to one Alex Hawthorne, but that's not you, is it? You stole it from him, just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Dialogue skills, stealth skills up. That down. Do I have any clothing that increases stealth skills? No. I mean, I might if I looked around a little bit more. Either way. Does that put my hacking? Puts it at 60. I would need an extra 5. Which is stealth. Do I have meds that could do that for me? Jesus, look at all this Adreno. And then Adrena time. Nope. 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 Yeah, that's like personality attributes up. Body attributes up. Mind attributes up. Personality, critical damage. I don't really have a favorite dog breed. No, that's a lie. I like Basset Hounds. Basset Hounds and Beagles. I think they're really cute. They're very sleepy. And I like how sleepy and droopy they are. I think they're really adorable. So nothing increases my stealth attributes by the looks of it. Like mind attributes, body attributes, yeah. And then like personality attributes, okay. But nothing to anything else. I don't have a favorite dog breed. Yeah, Beagles are sweethearts, yeah. They're babies. They're wrinkly babies. There are hats that increase hacking. Well, yeah, I've got a hat on that increases my stealth skills by 5. My clothing doesn't do that. It does dialogue. So I don't know. I don't know really what to do about that. Intimidate, inspiration, handguns, determination, inspiration. Poodles and collies are the smartest breeds. Yeah, I just don't believe that anything with a smoosh face should exist because their breeding is so cruel. Yeah, pugs. Yeah. Yeah. Mine would be a Margay. Oh, that's cute. There's mods and stealth outfits. That's true. Let's see if I got anything in the... Oh. I do have a Canid. Look at this little guy. Where'd you come from, little fella? Did I steal? When did I steal this dog? Like, Let's see. Tech. Oops, stealth skills. Boom. That'll do it. I can put that away. That's my proper armor. Terms of weapons. I'll put all these, like, fancy weapons away. Plasma launcher 2.0. I'll hang on to it for now. Put one of those away. Keep the other one. Yeah, chrono adaptive outfit. Don't really need that. And I don't need this either if I've got my other thing going. There we go. So stealth skills +5, stealth skills +5. So that should put me messages for Dr. Terawat. Origin not found. Scan. Trevorless cluster. Scanning progress task complete. Shirabid's cluster. Okay, so there wasn't like a lot of extra things happening on the terminal that I didn't know about. So I'm gonna put my armor back on, and I'm gonna put my helmet back on. Actually, this helmet gives me like +5 stealth. This one just gives me the same amount of armor, but it doesn't give me any bonuses. But the color matches. Oh well, I barely see myself anyways. Found it. So you're there. Tartarus, Olympus. And then back to Gorgon. Let's go to the Groundbreaker for now. Auxiliary Maintenance Bay. Let's go check that out.
I didn't pet the dog.
The Groundbreaker auxiliary base.
Let's go check this shit out. Faux windows. Order now. Adds beauty and vermicelli. Oh. This is a different place. We've docked at the auxiliary maintenance bay. Yeah, stay out. Looks like there's some people down here that aren't terribly interested in our continued presence. Well, let's poke around a little bit. Danger, danger, stay out, stay out.
Let's try being friendly. Maybe they'll try it back.
Let's try that.
Hey, you! Over here. Let's chat. Whoa, 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 it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. So, hey, you're trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Uh-huh. What were you starting to say back there? Hang on.
Nothing. Never mind.
It's a Rizzo's. Does Rizzo's know you're butchering the slogan?
What, you gonna report me? I don't work for them no more. I'm with the gardeners now. All of us kept the peace for the corpse once, but we got tired of being used.
Huh. Funny, I wouldn't have pegged you for a horticulturalist.
Hey, I like to get my hands dirty. It's just a name. Old lady we work for, she likes plants. We're here to keep the streets clean. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Come on. Surely we can come to terms.
This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier.
Okay. Still, she won't be too happy if you cost her thousands in life insurance payouts.
What?
Yeah. I hoped all this newfound wealth could help ease her grief over the loss of a loved one.
Shit. Insurance, you said? Fine, I guess.
I see what you did there, and I'm impressed.
Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakesley. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me. This one's clear, guys.
Nice one, Captain.
Cool. Bunch of ex-corporate guards. I'd rather not kill them if I can avoid it.
Up from Boris factories, huh? Doesn't look like either.
Ever see that CAT scan of a pug's head? Oh, of a pug's head. Yeah, its eyes are huge.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself click. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the automechanicals can explain.
Okay. This is a nice setup. All things considered, this is a pretty good lab.
Observation log. Date. Well, never mind. Hybridization efforts have proven successful, and the nursery's yield is improving steadily. Meanwhile, the psychological benefits of gardening are difficult to assess without a control group. Subjective reflection suggests minor gains in memory retention and contentment.
Iceberg whiskey. Here's what fails you. Bingo bongo. Let's see if we can get through here without having to fight any of her fucking robots.
Oh, aren't you handsome? Looks like you got yourself a little snack.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Let's just close that. Thank you. Group C, heretofore referred to as Claris, continues to demonstrate increased growth and development relative to both the original and control strains. However, general mass and caloric content has not increased significantly compared to its predecessor, Horus. This suggests a limit in our ability to mitigate poor nutrient uptake with Mantipillar mulch. Personal note, Martin's getting a little big for the terrarium. A few more days and he goes into the processor. So they're mulching up mantipillars, to make fertilizer for the plants. Security systems offline. Maintenance. Please select the entry you would like to access. Entry 1, please. Memory allocations exceeded. Archive data expunge. Retrieving recent entries. Entry 1325. Yeah, water supply remains steady, but the power fluctuations are doing a number on the automechanicals. Easy fix. All the time in the world. Gutted the automechanicals for non-essential components. Minor gains in power efficiency due to decreased weight. Waterproofing materials compromised. Human error. Okay. I want to see if I can get through without breaking any of the robots. Shit, it's barred. Yeah, looks like we're going to have to get through these robots. Bingo. Let's see here. Am I still? No, I'm just not as...
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal...
Yep. A lot of auto mechanicals down there. Hacking skill too low. It would be a hacking skill of 100 to get in here. Yeah, who needs the aim when the gun does it for you? Couple of Adreno. Bingo.
Here they come! Get on! Nice one!
Woo, shit!
That's the last of them.
Thought I could close the door on them and they snuck right in. Those little bastards.
Whatever that is, it's loud.
Something on the other side of that door that's loud. Let's grab.
Ooh, what you find?
A lot of money. Alright, and then this is the other side of that barred door. So now it's full loop. Fancy.
So who the fuck... Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Mr. Home Invasion?
Oh, boy. I need to get into the HIA facility in Gorgon. Now, I'm investigating the Adrenochrome project. Word is you were a part of it.
Oh, sure. A real gathering of bright minds. Gorgon? I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
Mm-hmm. I tracked down Clarence mostly. That got me onto your trail.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard?
He's in show canids now. Sort of. Yeah, no, he's pretty useless.
Yeah, most people don't change much. Clarence lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right?
Yeah. Wilhelmina Ambrose hired me to find something on that asteroid.
Ambrose. Well, I'll assume you're caught up then. That or hopelessly confused. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
Yeah. What was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So Spacer's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning.
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
Shit. God damn it. So what happened? Why the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
You know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena Time out the door. And I came here.
Why'd you hide away on the Groundbreaker?
I could have gone back to Byzantium, found a position somewhere else. Even started up something new, like mostly. But I couldn't stop thinking about. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
Yeah. Someone should know what Spacer's Choice did.
Really? What good can that possibly do? Your crew feel the same? Heck of a world out here for the shy types. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
A family. Or something near to it. We don't always get along or nothing, but what family does?
Fair enough. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
They were just trying to make drugs, and they were trying to make the perfect employees. And shit went fucking sideways. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you to the volunteer induction entrance. Yeah, you hacked into the Spacer's Choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past a simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Any advice? You must have known the facility pretty well.
Come on. I've left it behind me.
Oh man, if I intimidate, yeah, you know, the folks at the Groundbreaker would just love to meet Marion Blakesley, famed florist. Yeah, sure, definitely looks like you're coping.
Yeah, well, you have to go on, don't you? Guilt's a useless emotion. What good is thinking about the past over and over and over again?
Help me, and you can put it behind you. I'll take care of everything.
Please, I don't need... Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
There ain't any left, lady. But yeah. You do you. Yeah. Well, I mean, they said they were making it for canids. And so I was like, okay, so they were trying to make drugs for canids, but why? And then it turns out, like, But, like, the only thing that we got on that was one of What's-His-Face's, like, audio recordings, so I guess it's not for canids. Like, they repeat a lot of facts, but they really don't repeat or at least tell you all of what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, Lucky said it was for canids, but that was it. Like, they'll repeat, like, the first of maybe 50 puzzle pieces that you need to understand what the fuck is going on, but then not really talk about the rest of it, and I'm just like, come on. It sucks. It's Brave New World, The Man in High Orbit, Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. Yeah, and he tried to talk to one, and it bit his arm off.
An
Yeah.
unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Status report?
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
Okay. Yeah, you're not supposed to be pleased to tell me when we're being boarded,
I
Ada.
have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
Who are these people and what do they want? Yeah. So, when you said you had a marauder deterrent system back in the Emerald Vale, yeah, what do they want?
The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
How'd they find us?
Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
I'll go deal with it myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show.
Oh, that's all done up, huh?
Now initiating warm welcome protocol.
Ada really could kill us all.
Yeah.
I'll lock up behind you.
Thanks, Bean. Yeah. Freebooters. Charged riot control armor. When you're quelling civilian riot, just beating down drug-crazed vandal, airmed ballistics has you covered with their riot control armor. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna come in here and take all your shit. I hope you mind. I hope you care and you come in here and try to fight me about it. Do. Starship Hunters, huh? Hi.
How many times do I have to tell you people, don't stand so close to the speaker? I can hear you breathing.
Coach Stilly. I'm not one of your goons.
The goons haven't played tossball for a decade. We're the freebooters. I'll admit, this attack hasn't gone strictly according to plan. But as we like to say in the league, no strategy survives contact with the opponent. Let's call this round a draw. You head back to your end of the field, I'll regroup my team, and we'll see where things take us in the second half. What do you say?
I want you and your clowns off my ship.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? We're the freebooters, all right?
Jesus Christ. Why don't you drop the theatrics and talk this over face to face?
You want to negotiate terms. How do I know this isn't a trap?
Yeah, negotiation's the wrong word. Call it meeting between coaches.
A meeting between coaches. Unconventional, but brazen. I like it. All right, I'm willing to parlay. Come speak with me in the captain's quarters. I mean the coach's office. Come up through the cargo hold. I'll have my players take a timeout. For now.
The coach is ready to see you. Head upstairs.
Captain Hawk. All right, easy now. Let's just keep our weapons holstered like civilized people. I'm a man of my word. Let's talk. I'll even drop the tossball act for you.
Who sent you? What do you want?
My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, 925 bits and we never see each other again. Can you turn that down?
Wow, that's a lot of bits. I mean, after careful deliberation, I've decided to accept your offer. I'll keep my ship clear of yours. You and I will never cross orbits again.
You better hold to that.
I got no reason to come after you. Use my credentials to get inside the cockpit and take our tracking device. Our astrogation terminal was tracking your ship. Don't ask me how. Never had much luck with computing devices myself.
And what are you going to tell your employer?
The truth. We never caught up to the Unreliable. You vanished somewhere into the void. Astrogator never picked up your location again.
All right. Notice of discontinuation. From the Firefly Company Office of Clerical Oversight to the designation captain of this vessel, dear sir and or madam, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services, amenities, and products provided by the Firefly Company have been discontinued and or decommissioned. The Firefly Freebooters Tossball Team and all properties related therein, and all Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development are currently spaceworthy, and all maintenance and repair services provided by the Firefly Company vehicles, and all rations, medical rights, company uniforms, and designated domiciles belonging to the Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any or all of the following punitive fees: mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company will not provide reallocation or employment assistance of any discontinued workers. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in my lavatory. I understand we got a bit of a parts shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise, using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or a tossball stick instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as a hole in my lavatory wall. Don't be sorry, be better. Team, practice is important. The best tossball players devote every waking moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. One role is to play tossball. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swing in the commons. I don't have to remind you all the incident involving a toss ball and my entire case of Spectrum Red. Now, I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since Corporate scuppered the team, but today I have to pry a toss ball out of the shattered terminal. That terminal could have been our astrogator, and then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect all of you to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board an enemy ship. Coach. From Error. Subject contract. Your target is the Unreliable, a small, inconsequential ship with no significant defenses. Freelancer, owned and operated. Captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercept the Unreliable, eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I've sent you an advance along with tracking device for your astrogator. And for the Firefly office. The Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. We're happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to Spacer's Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of the Firefly Company's properties. As a part of these negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters Tossball property. Oh, no. Yeah, by company, no company is interested in acquiring them. We are pleased to inform that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters, Tossball brand, and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that the Tossball-related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Yeah. So, these guys were a Tossball team that belonged to these dudes, and that didn't go so well. That's all gone. Crew keycard opens this. Or I could pick it, but there's crew members there looking at me, so I imagine they might take exception to me snooping around. Oh, they got canids. These guys, huh? Okay. Oh, we would have had to have gone through them in order to get where we're going. Light machine gun Mark III. Don't mind if I do. Tracking device. Remove. Turn to root. Inventory logs. Last entry. Yeah. Energy cells. Freebooter Tossball team. Delivery failed. Vendor no longer exists. Outpost no longer exists. Cargo discontinued. Vessel decommissioned. They literally got fired and told that none of them exist while they were mid-air.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Thanks, buddy. Jeez, what a mess. Lost coach stillies, credentials, tracking protocol, cartridge. Oh, okay. It's just over. Alright. Let's go check this shit out. Anthracillin. Superior anthracillin. Oh. Shit.
What happened to these poor folks? It can't be the storm that did this.
There's a bunch of plasma blasts on the walls. Stay sharp. Whoever did this might still be here. Marine. Okay. Day 1 to 110. As for my required duties, I am keeping a visitor's log. Sometimes we experience long power outages, sitting in the dark listening to the storm beat at the walls. I've got a lot of time to think. It begs to be let in, while I would pay to be let out. No visitors, still no visitors. Yeah, why are there a bunch of tailless sprats running about? This facility don't have a sprat catcher on the roster. Maybe I should file a request with acquisition for one. Teacup canids are farmed for their ability to hunt sprats, after all, and for keeping people company. No visitors. No visitors. Can't finish my game of solitaire. Someone stole a handful of cards from the deck. Desk unmanned. Unsuccessfully hunted for the missing cards. Canid request was denied. We've run out of caffeinoid. Our first restocking shipment isn't set to arrive until the new fiscal year. I guess that delivery will mark the facility's first visitors. Now there's something to look forward to. Did some digging in the system records. It turns out our supplies are set to be delivered by, get this, a crew of auto mechanicals. Thought I heard knocking on the front door, but it turned out to be just some thunder. Always thunder. Funny how it can sound like so many different things. A boom, a crack, a snap, knocking, laughing, screams. Ooh. I've started venturing outside. At first I worried something fierce about all the lightning strikes. Sometimes the electromechanical turbine goes on the fritz without warning. But I'm out of cards, out of caffeinoid, and there's not much else to do. Turns out I no longer need to feel safe. What I need is to feel alive. Outside, the wind howls like a raging god, and the rain stabs into my throat like 1,000 tiny frozen needles. And in that pain, well, I feel so very alive. My many and varied attempts to trigger an on-site inspection from the Special Committee for Auditing and Management have failed. Sometimes when I look over the ledge, I think about what it would feel like, how easy it'd be to simply tip forward, to plummet, and with all those clouds kissing my face, to fall away from the storm, to smile, then break. Jesus Christ.
Keep it together, Kelly.
Well, that's Kelly. And there's a bunch of auto mechanicals.
Angie's going to take care of you. It'll be okay. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's going to be all right.
Repeatedly buzz the intercom. Open the door. Yeah. I can hear your breathing, your breath. Like, you're standing pretty close to the speaker, you know.
Who's out there?
Yeah, I'm the captain of my own ship. Open up, and I'll get you away from Olympus.
Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you?
I have a very trustworthy face.
I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Can't believe this. Hi. Hey, Kelly.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
I got a ship. Need a lift out of here?
Do I ever? Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Okay. Wait, I have questions. Who are you?
I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, 'cause no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago.
Well, how do you get your supplies then? Don't you need to switch out personnel?
Project's on a yearly rotation cycle. Once a year, Anti-Cleo reviews our work and decides if we get more rations, personnel, deadlines, that sort of thing. At first, I thought it was an honor, getting assigned to a lab up in the ether high above Olympus. But I didn't know what it'd be like, day in and day out.
I'm guessing it was boring.
Cabin fever sets in at about 90 days. Auntie Cleo's official term is contagious irritable claustrophobia, and it ain't covered by the company's medical policy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Know where I can find Dr. Lowe?
If I had to guess, you'd probably find his body either in his office or the labs. Or heck, he could have been on the toilet. I don't know. No bones about it, he was the smartest of us all. Maybe he evaded the automechs, too.
Appreciate the tip. I'll check his office.
Watch yourself out there. If it's all the same to you, I'll just sneak my way onto your ship where it's safe. Drop me off on the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something.
On the moon
You
mask.
won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Thanks. I guess. You take it easy. You got very cute hair. What's this we got? Bonus to extra headshot, weak spot damage, plus 25%. Oh, cool. Cool. And I got electrician's gear, ports of call, defense skills plus 5, and it's got like stealth stuff built into it. Well, at least they were stuck in here with a decent amount of food. Yeah, let's hope I did also
you think
consider
it's supposed to shake like that?
that Ada could potentially just kill her as she attempts to board the ship. Do not make me regret
It
taking
ain't
people
stealing
on board.
if no one sees.
Hup. Hup. Prow. Damn, that thing's got a lot of fucking pep to it. Hup. Prow.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Eat it, bitch. This place is huge.
System unexpected. Research.
Make him regret it.
One team is a tragedy, two teams is a blunder.
He's got his breather with him in there.
Yates, where did I put the... Oh, wait. Almost forgot that Yates is dead. That's good, actually.
Hey, Dr. Jasper.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. The formula was in my mind, and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
I'd appreciate it if you came to your senses. I'm in a hurry.
Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you the same thing. What happened here?
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the pink slip protocol. Right. That answers
God.
that. Next question.
Did you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
Something tells me he's not looking for caffeinoid, Captain.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
I need you to tell me what's going on here.
Auntie Cleo instituted the Pink Slip Protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts. Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team? It's a terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue the work on my own if need be.
And what work would that be?
I'm, working on the task that I was hired to perform. I'm fulfilling my contractual obligations. Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually. I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
Jasper, everyone's dead. There's no use lying.
I'm not lying. I'm carefully curating the truth for you. All right, listen. Auntie needs to be patient. I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is sky high. Once I perfect my formula, I'll be able to keep my mind functioning at peak performance without any pesky distractions. Like feelings.
Jesus Christ. I need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon. So you said this was the second time you lost a full research team?
Auntie had been threatening to instigate Pink Slip Protocol for months. Though I honestly didn't think they'd have the stones to do it. I was on the verge of giving Auntie the results she wanted. Well, almost on the verge. Approaching the verge. The point is, I didn't think this would happen.
Who are you? I'm the baddest motherfucker in the galaxy. You? Yeah, I'm listening.
Before I was traded, I worked on Project Gorgon. I lost that team by attrition. Management turned the screw on my team. Forced me to fire 1 in 10 researchers.
Just like the Romans.
The few of us that remained were overworked and exhausted. We didn't have much of a security detail. I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance.
I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance. Yeah, for them it was the primals. I know this is pain. Yeah, tell me what happened.
We were designing a drug the likes of which Halcyon had never seen. A veritable panacea that cured lethargy and guaranteed a lifetime of productivity. I was overwhelmed, overworked, frustrated. Forced to submit unfinished samples, failing to meet impossible deadlines.
You're obviously under a lot of pressure.
I started self-medicating to enable my genius to perform at a greater capacity. To forget, to endure, to feel nothing. Project Gorgon was in its final days when the primals attacked our lab. It wasn't long until Spacer's Choice authorized my transfer to this facility.
Human Inquiry was testing adrenatime on people. Why did you need primals in your lab?
Human Inquiry was supposed to be responsible for testing adrenatime. Under normal circumstances, the chem lab wouldn't have had to perform live tests. But creative incubation pressured my team with impossible deadlines. The prototypes we delivered to Dr. Blakesley at Human Inquiry were poor because we were rushed. I had to begin experimenting on my own. I had to perform my own tests, so I used primals. They're not the best choice for test subjects, but I was working for Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, that was seriously reckless.
Whoever reached greatness by coloring within the lines. And besides, my lines often move around on the page. My point is, I was doing my job. I was doing science. I will continue to do so until my mind or my body expires.
So you were traded to Auntie Cleo. Does this sort of thing happen?
Not at all. Such an event is incredibly rare. Few workers understand the truth of their value to society. Me? I'm worth 5 measly lab coats.
Yeah, maybe when you're not high.
Especially when I'm high.
What exactly does Auntie Cleo have you working on?
Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, A new and improved version of the original anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants,
Yeah.
I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already told me you were working on Sky High?
Right. A few moments ago, when I thought you were a hallucination. To be perfectly honest, I was hoping you'd forgotten. Auntie needs to be patient. I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is Sky High. Once I perfect my formula.
Right. I need to get inside the chem lab at Gorgon.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Sounds familiar. Someone's been wanting me to stay off of Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
Mm-hmm. Your colleagues are dead, Jesper. Don't you think it's time to quit?
Not that it's any of your business, but I don't get to quit. My colleagues are dead, and yet I live. So I don't get to quit. Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
Okay. Jesus Christ, fine. He's taking a lot of drugs, this guy. He's gonna take all your fucking drugs from you. Orbital station keycard. Alright. Jeez. Oh, that's Ellie. Okay. I thought I'd rounded a corner to the face of a person that mattered. You know what I mean. People that are dangerous that are trying to kill me. You matter, Ellie. I appreciate you. Yeah, too bad he wasn't testing it on himself instead of primals. So it seems like it's like a big old fucking circle of some shit that went down. Whoa.
Whoa. That one was close, Captain.
Robots up here, we gotta be careful. Electromechanical turbine. Activate. Done. Diagnosis. Maintenance required. Okay. There's a lot of space up here. Man. The pink slip protocol. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Probably shouldn't be jumping around in real high places during an intergalactic lightning storm, but hey, here we are. Now I gotta turn that crank too. Good. Good grief. Doesn't dare test the company product before release. Shouldn't release the product. Yeah, well, I mean, it depends what the product is. Like, if it's medication specifically designed to treat certain conditions, and especially if they don't possess said condition, then obviously it wouldn't make sense for them to do that. But I also agree in that people should have more sense about them when dealing with those products. Hello. Shock Cannon Hyper. New Shock Cannon, perhaps. Because Shock Cannon Ultra, I've already seen. What's this? Security diagnostic. Yeah, operational. Unauthorized personnel is targeted. I can't change that. Okay. Weird that they'd have that. I imagine if I had higher stats in something that I'd be able to change it. Hip. 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 Okay, I'll walk around.
Down they go. Don't mess with that.
Nicely done, everybody. Oh, is it? Are you good? Turret, are you cool? It's like slowly, like, down from the wall. That's funny. Okay. Hey. And back
I don't
down.
see that every day, Captain.
That's what it is. Anyone see the pink slip protocol used somewhere on Monarch? I think they attempted it, but those people either got out or something else happened before it all went out. Book long. Do 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 do.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Jasper, I need you to concentrate.
Right. Yes, of course. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait. Take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible. Neither of us want that.
Yeah, I'll need help with security in the chem lab. You know that place better than anybody.
Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place. To that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking my throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Jasper, let me worry about Gorgon. Helping me could help you move on.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security keycard. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this keycard to unlock the hallway and disable security.
I want to talk to you about the project.
Even if I wanted to talk about Project Gorgon, I couldn't. All my memories of Gorgon are intact, but they're in disarray. Like a book with its pages shuffled. Making sense of those memories requires clarity of mind. Clarity that only Sky High gives me. To tell you everything I know, I'd have to be dangerously euphoric.
Oh, one hit won't hurt.
All right. Just one inhale. Easy does it, Jasper. Have you ever seen a lake as still and clear as a mirror? That's how my mind feels right now.
Okay. What really happened in the chem lab?
The disaster at the chem lab was my fault. I tested adrenotime on primals. I decimated my own research team. And I was a coward. I locked myself up in isolation. I told myself that I needed silence and solitude to perfect my formula for Sky High. But the truth is that I was ashamed.
What's so important about Sky High?
Nothing. Everything. I told myself I needed a drug to help me focus, help me work. The weight of guilt crushed my capacity to work, but if I didn't work, then I was worthless. Adrenotime was like that. It was designed and marketed as a necessity, an elixir of productivity. It made you feel guilty for not using it, and then hurt you when you used it. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
You could use the Sky High, Jasper. Clear your mind.
I suppose you're right. I do need to relax. Up you go, old friend. And just like that, the demons of my mind have all gone silent.
Yeah. Did you ever believe Project Gorgon would succeed?
I'm a scientist. My entire life is built on the foundation that science is a force for good in the world. I believed in Project Gorgon. Spacer's Choice didn't. The compound that we discovered on Gorgon had all the makings of an elixir. It could have been the greatest medical achievement since the discovery of antibiotics.
You're saying that Spacer's Choice gave up on the project?
I'm saying Spacer's Choice never saw anything in Gorgon beyond profit. Adrenotime would have taken years to develop responsibly. We needed time, resources, room to make mistakes. Project leadership panicked at the first sign of a mistake. They gave us no resources, slashed our time in half, and demanded we produce anything marketable. I'm starting to lose sight of my own thoughts. Entropy reasserts itself in the palace of my mind. The high never lasts more than a few moments.
Do we keep pushing him? Do we keep digging for information? What do you guys think? Well, we got a note from Kara. Responsible one. Well, he's gonna be doing drugs anyway. And his high never lasts more than a few moments. So, yeah. Can you at least tell me the formula for adrenotime?
Surely you jest. Even were I inclined to teach you, which I am not, you wouldn't be able to replicate an alternative to Compound X. The compound is derived from the metabolic waste of xenocytes, a microbial life form growing beneath the surface of Gorgon. However, they're accursedly sensitive to their ecosystem.
You can't get them off-world.
Exactly. When Project Gorgon was active, corporates' varied attempts to port xenocytes off-world killed them, every time. And even were one able to cultivate xenocytes in a petri dish, They'd need millions to refine even a dash of the compound. We mined immense amounts of Compound X directly from subterranean caverns in Gorgon. So you see, there is no Adrenatime without Project Gorgon.
Okay. Well, I suppose that's done. We can get the fuck out of here. I've already been through here by the looks of it. Vending machine. So they used this like weird xeno compound from Gorgon itself to develop the drug.
Nice.
Oh, the gun he gave me? Yeah, he gave me, was it workers? Oh, it's a science gun. Employee benefits. It's handgun, level 29, 63. Magazine size is energy. This experimental device was created to keep employees on their feet, regardless of how much pain or exhaustion they may experience. As all good workers know, unconsciousness is just another word for wage theft. I am curious. Interesting little gun. Employee benefits, eh? Huh. Huh. It's a healing gun. Parvati, look! It's a healing gun! Isn't that cool? Parvati, look! Anyway. Back to my rocket launcher. Rocket launcher! Where's my sound for that? Rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher!
There we go. Yeah. Oh, disable sentry hostility protocol. There's a guess. From the manual, they say the unfortunate event of necessitating downsizing in the most senior site safety engineer, the sole member on assignment, shall initiate by mandate Auntie's corporate headquarters the pink slip protocol. Manufacturer's directive included with all auto mechanicals stationed at the facility. From the site safety engineer, sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not gonna live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the pink slip protocol button, the final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Recent security complaints. Sprat tails and coffee, lost cards, power outage thefts. So there's a guy down here, got to push the button, and I guess he died too? I guess. Ain't nobody else down here, so... Storm cannon. Interesting.
I won't tell.
Let's see what storm cannon is once I'm done cleaning out this area. Ooh, it's a lightning plasma weapon. Let's try it out. Oh, it shoots like little clusters of lightning. It does feel silly to finally get a healing gun all the fucking way at the end here. Yeah, I agree. God, these people.
They can't keep us out.
Pick that for a fucking... For $1, I picked it. For $1. And there's just sprats everywhere, and shunts, and money. It's a bunch of stuff I don't really need, honestly, at this point. Like, it's cool to find the extra weapons and whatnot. But, yeah. What's this? Someone's mad about passwords. Okay. Lead chemist, Dr. Jasper Lowe from Anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters. Chief Efficiency Inspector, Dr. Thing. Yeah, a last and lethal warning. Pink slip protocol will be coming. Advisory notice to the lead chemist at the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to Clause 0059 PSP 733.25, if measurable and material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty, and as a result could be permanently, prematurely terminated. Auntie Cleo's corporate headquarters, Special Committee for Auditing and Management. Who cares about your health more than Auntie Cleo? Nobody. Yeah, as you're likely now well aware, I must humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful oversized brain of yours, and consequently its nefarious agenda, are in fact failing faster than your rumored last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds are onto your dodgy scent, and it's made them thirst and bay for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floors with tangible, doctored results, and soon, I'm heartbroken to report that Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote, and the project will be scrubbed wholly and completely. I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One canned project is an embarrassment of epic proportions, twice as unforgivable. Please, 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 I'm begging on bended knee, send me a working prototype. At this stage, even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, at least until the next failed delivery milestone. Your Chief Efficiency Inspector, Dr. Mora. Damn. Most flesh-eating diseases, apparently. Yeah. Where you get to keep all the gear and levels. Yeah, Noir, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, I got all these wicked guns. It'd be awesome if I could start over again with these wicked guns. Hank's fucking password from the Triptych of Human. Yeah. Yeah. Norma Aurora, my once darling, as you are likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg. I don't want you on bended knee. I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then, and only then, will I send you that blessed Anthracillin Plus, a ludiously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's, but that elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper. You understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from that first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emergence cosmic roots was leading us to this same destiny. Drafts. Pink Slip's protocol, really? You hull heads went there? Never would I have thought that you would stoop so low, or more accurately, be so moronic as to cut off your own noses to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but all I could do, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually once I'd ascended to the highest peak of my genius. We were less than a month away. Not that I expect a pea-brained layman to understand. Nora is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot. And might I just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I'm still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never, ever forget. Payback will be swift, oh yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming. Just as soon as I perfect my formula and can focus on other matters, then you will rue the day you pink-slipped the great Jasper Lowe. Buffoons! Eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources, the employee formerly so known as Jasper Lowe. Send message. I have sent his message. Hooray. Hooray for us. Whatever, he's a fucking weirdo and a twat. Who cares? One more thing.
I'm on the verge of a breakthrough. I can feel it in my toes. I'm so ecstatic I could kiss you. But I won't. Bodily fluids are unbecoming outside of a petri dish.
What's that draft message in your office terminal all about? Or I'm going to say, I sent that draft message in your office terminal to the Special Committee for Auditing and Management.
All the fool things you could have... Now, not only will they realize I survived Pink Slip Protocol, but worse, they'll know what I really think of them. Do you know how hard it was to hold my tongue all this time? And now, you've gone and ruined everything.
Thank you, John Burr.
They'll undoubtedly send a disciplinary unit to collect me. I can't go to penitentiary. The resources for concocting drugs are horrid there.
Uh-huh. Munch on a snack and quietly nod.
Are you even listening to me? Law save me from those of average intelligence and a bent toward helpfulness. You're more of a blight on society than, well, a blight. Next you'll be saying you filched everything from my safe that wasn't nailed down. And I'll be saying, of course, Jasper, you feckless dolt, you trusted a stranger. Now, if you would please,
I did in fact do that.
Get out of my sight. I can't properly rage before an audience.
Yes, I wasn't being helpful. I was semi-intentionally destroying your life. Project Anthracillin plus mint flavor. Works on humans plus canids. Just added a plus sign to the name. Yeah, whatever. Any goddamn way. Let's get out of here. Hit. Oop. I'm fine. Bye. I did send his vent letter. You're goddamn right I did. To the Groundbreaker to let our good friend off and to go see our other good friend, Mr. Callahan, with the moon helmet.
Has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Where's my hat? Where is it? Yes. Let's see what he says. He must say something. He must.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw?
Aw.
It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice.
Take it easy, Martin. You silly bastard. He didn't respond to my cool hat. Sad. I mean, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have done anything, but that guy's a fucking twat. Like, I'm absolutely gonna fuck around with his stuff. Of course I am. Oh man, this thing's got a lot of room for improvement. 37, 38, there it is. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. It's not that much damage. But yeah, like, Light Machine Gun Mark III. There we go. Max level. Boom. Tons of damage. Martin Saddle lobotomy. We can only emotionally traumatize one worn-down retail worker. Indeed. I'm saddened but not surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, the polish on this game has been really good so far. The fact that they wouldn't have, like, a response included in the expansion with how big this expansion has been, like, The fact that they didn't have any of this extra stuff, like, built into it actually does kind of surprise me. Alright, so I got, like, a science weapon, and I got that thing, and I got another science weapon, and pretty much the rest of this can be sold or broken down. I'm going to put that away. My Chimera outfit I'm going to keep. And pretty much the rest of it can be sold. Yeah.
What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You wanna lean in.
They're being cute. Brave New World is the last quest, right? Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're in Spacer's Choice's employ. Yep. So now we can get into the 2 facility areas. And we are indeed just now past the 3-hour mark. Back to Gorgon, I say.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Titus Androidicus.
I don't know what kind of mess Spacer's Choice made here, but it figures they'd leave it to someone else to clean up.
Yeah, that absolutely figures. Let's go this way. Why not? Sell. I just got a ton of crap in here I don't need. That's my stealth skills stuff, so I'll keep that. I can get rid of that, though. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna keep this Adrena time that I got my hands on. The rest of it I'm gonna get rid of. I've been finding a lot of this crap here. I don't need any of it. It's all just spare garbage as far as I'm concerned. Bow. There. Ha. Wow. Oh, that might not be the best idea. Like there's a, well, actually no, it can handle a few rockets. It can handle other rocks and asteroids bumping into it. I imagine it can handle the other stuff. And there's the mansion where my employer looks down upon me. All right. So now we can go to the chem, upper exterior. Yeah, I guess we'll go there first.
Guess we're gonna have to listen to this Jasper guy one last time.
I think the voice lock's hard to make. Kinda wonder if I should put one in the bathroom to keep Sam from smashing up the toilet.
Yeah.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
Plays recording.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
Jesus Christ. Archibald Excelsior, he had a tight vest.
So this is where Spacer's Choice's top lab coats made their wonder drug? Yep, looks like a mess.
Yep. A mess that we will further investigate next time. Tomorrow is our multiplayer game, Wednesdays. So we're going to be doing that. Thursdays is D&D, and then Friday is probably going to be more of this. I'm going to see if I can finish it. So that could be a good time. Anyways, but thank you all so much for coming out. I don't know how much progress I made. There's an awful lot of talking today. Though I did get to shoot my multi-rocket launcher at a good number of fellows, so I was very happy for that. That's a good time. But yeah, tomorrow, thinking about doing more Warcraft. I don't know if I want to do goblins or dwarves, though. We'll put up a vote for it, so you guys can make a choice on that. And then we'll see what kind of content I can prepare for the day that we can actually fucking participate in. That could be a good time. So thank you all so much for coming out. Yeah, no rant. A lot of talking, but no rant. So much dialogue. Like, Jesus, for an expansion? Like, for just an expansion in this is already equating to almost the length of the rest of the game. Like, this is a lot. This is a lot to an expansion. I thought this would be like maybe a stream, like maybe an extra 3 hours, right? Maybe more, we'll see. But like, we're going on well over 7 hours plus, and we're still in this. Like, damn. Like, damn. Hot diggity damn. This is going on. 3 dungeons and some more dialogue yet. Fuck. Well, yeah, because I've got the key codes now into the HIA facility, and we just got in the chem lab. So once we like put out the command to unlock the last facility from those 2 places and get the recordings from the interviews and stuff from there, then that'll be it. We'll be done. It'll open up the last area, then we'll go in there, meet this mysterious stranger, and finally get our answers. And then go rescue Phineas from prison. Yeah, still about 30-ish% remaining, yeah. Like, if we finish it, then I'm just gonna go do the last mission, because I don't think the last mission's gonna take a huge amount of time. I'm just gonna, like, go in and do it, and then that'll be the end. And I think that'll be a very good time. But until then, though, my bravest of citizens, I am Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terrawad. This is our Layer 4.0, and I'll see you again tomorrow on our next live stream. Thank you all for coming out for your views, your donations, your bits, and subscriptions. All of your support is deeply appreciated. End of line.